The self-deprecating slick hustler. Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at Pearl Lemon Sales. We're a sales training and development agency based in the UK as well as the USA and serving clients worldwide. Today, in day number 32 of 119 days of cold calling training, we're here to talk about the self-deprecating slick hustler approach. But before we get into it, feel free to click the link below to get the additional 17 strategies not shared in this training. You'll find that in the description in the link below. So, guys, this is a super powerful way to really build rapport and empathy with your prospect, and it's just not done enough, and I don't really know why. So, the big thing that you want to communicate, or the big place that this comes from, is a lot of people talk about, how, we spoke about, the kill the bravado being a problem, superlatives and anything that's self-aggrandizing being a problem. Self-deprecating is really, in a way, like making fun of oneself, okay? And it's true that someone who can make fun of themselves has a higher level of self-confidence in a way that's actually really attractive, okay? And that is demonstrated most easily and appropriately through self-deprecation. So, learning as much as you can about psychology is a really powerful means to be more effective on the phone. So when you're self-aggrandizing, you'd say, I've been doing this for 15 years and I always I come away from the phone with a victory. Or I've been doing this for 15 years now. I'm pretty decent at it by now. I'd like to think I'm pretty decent at it by now. Whereas self-deprecating is, I've been doing this for 15 years and I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Or, you know what, I apologize for making an awkward, nervous phone call like this. So self-deprecation is, I'm still trying to figure this out. And when you say things that minimize your skill level or act in a believable way, a believable way in opposition to your skill level, then it's a really attractive quality, because what happens in someone's minds is that they think you're not awkward, you're not nervous, you're not silly. This is great. You're great at this. And it's something that you should, if you're British, it could come quite naturally to you, that, that idea of humility and humbleness, and using that and just pushing that over the edge into the space of self-deprecation. Okay. Now, when you're, for example, selling your own skills as a salesperson who's interviewing, then that's a place to potentially lean into being a bit more self-aggrandizing. But even in those instances, you want skill to speak for itself. And the way the skill speaks for itself is by the demonstration of that skill, rather than the talking about that skill. So self-deprecation is fantastic. So it'd be something along the lines of, "Hey, is this Deepak? Hey, Deepak, how you doing? So first of all, I want to ask you to forgive me for my really bad accent. I know I've come over to this country and I just think, oh my God, I sound so fucking stupid compared to everybody that I talk to. So apologies. I've got, some level of education. I finished ninth grade, so, already doing well for an American. So guys, obviously there's a lot of stereotype I'm using in there, but do you see that how it opens up in a self-deprecating fashion because of the idea of the juxtaposition of what people at a very base and reductive level would say about an American accent versus a British accent? Then I make the ninth grade reference, but already Richard is I'm being a slick hustler. What's going on is that I'm making the prospect laugh in agreement with the stereotype, while disagree because everything I'm saying is perfectly understandable. Maybe Deepak thinks I'm quite charming, and the ninth grade thing made him laugh, and as a consequence, Richard is killing it, guys. He's killing it with that opener, and he's using self-deprecation in a way that's very evidently a demonstration of how confident over the phone he is, but in a way that does the opposite of blow his horn. And getting this balance right is the really important part, and that's where people can easily fumble. So let me spitball another one that would be a good example of it. Hey, is this Deepak? Hey Deepak, how you doing? Like, I'm so sorry, first of all. I make these calls each day, and I know how terrible they are when you receive a cold call from somebody that you don't know. So first of all, I apologize. I'm like sorry about that. Second of all, I'm about to like I guess try and sell you something. So I just want to give you some forewarning that's I'm sure you know that already. So guys, do you see how that it's a real positive pattern interrupt, starting with an apology of that fashion, as well as prefacing what the call is going to be about, but paying heed to the fact that the person who's hearing that probably is already aware, but therefore priming them for what's about to happen, but in a way that's comedic, that's left of field, that's different to what they'd ordinarily be used to. And we'll go on to talk about some of these, strategies that relate to openers and intros, and we'll go through a whole whirlwind of styles that you could look at. But self-deprecation really is something you should imbibe into your pitches. And if you can find ways to pepper it in across your scripts, but then also get into the habit of having some universal self-deprecating comments, people will just like you. People will appreciate you. And that as a skill will get you so much further than anything that leans on in any way towards the speaking of greatness. Greatness is shown, not spoken.
Remember, we've got 17 gated strategies just waiting for you. All you need to do is bing, subscribe, as well as click the link in the description below to get access to those 17. Get some.